A lot of people don't know this, but for the last 8 years, I've been training with the Hungarian national team to be an Olympic-style handball goalie. Check this out. Saved! Hey, welcome to Mythical Kitchen, where dreams become food. To address the elephant in the room, no, I did not get a haircut. This episode was actually shot in 2018, and we've just decided to air it now and also do a deep fake video of me explaining how it was shot in the past and airing now. And to address the other elephant in the room, we have not done a 3 easy hacks video since we did the 3 easy frozen meat hacks back in April of 20, whatever, what are years anymore? And so we're bringing them back today. Most people, they see a frozen pizza, they see a delightful, cheap, and easy meal, but no, I look at a frozen pizza and I see an opportunity. I see an opportunity to elevate. I see an opportunity to increase self-esteem. I will turn you into a 6-figure business earner, better than Tony Robbins, through my 3 easy mythical pizza hacks. Follow along. Can we get Tony Robbins on the show? I wanna cook something on all the hot coals that people walk through at his seminars. We've broken the recipe down into 3 easy hacks. You can find the time codes right there. You can also find the full written recipe down in the description. What do I say after that? I don't think that's it. I think it's more about Tony Robbins. I think we always end with like a 5-minute Tony Robbins thing where he's like screaming at people. He's like, you need to take control of your life. The guy's got monster mitts, dude. They're just like huge. Anyways, let's get cooking. You know how sometimes you think you have more friends than you do and you're planning like a little get together and you make a bunch of frozen pizzas and then only Deep shows up and you're like, oh, I forgot Deep's like my only friend? You know, Deep Nike, he's your friend too. If he's my friend, he's your friend. Point is, sometimes you may find yourself with a couple leftover DiGiorno rising crust pizzas, which for my money are probably the best frozen pizza in the game. I know that is controversial. Be like, Josh, what about Red Baron? What about Tony's? What about, what's his name? Like Wacky Mike? What about the Sloppy Squad and the Booty Hole Boys? They got the best pizza in the game. No, I'm saying DiGiorno rising crust pizzas. So what we got here, we got a couple DiGiorno rising crust pizzas. How far do you think I could discus throw this? And we are making a muffaletta about it. Muffaletta, it is a New Orleans-based sandwich. It was invented by Italian immigrants at the delis there. It is one of the world's truly great sandwiches, among all the world's great sandwiches, and I'll show you how to make one right now. So we're gonna stack a pizza there. And then we're just gonna start arranging meats on it. This is really great because, I don't know, you can take it to the beach, you know, you get a little bit of sand in your sandwich. This is like that, except you're getting sand in your giant pizzas. And we're gonna take salami, and we're just gonna arrange it around there. You're just gonna coin your salamis all around. The goal here is we're gonna stack everything inside of the crust on top of the cheese, because what is a pizza except for large bread with like a thin spread of tomato-based condiment, and the cheese is already on there. It is the perfect canvas to make any sort of party sub, and we're doing that. So we're gonna shingle some salami there. You don't gotta get the nice stuff. Get the cheap stuff. Get the Oscar Mayer. My Oscar Mayer salami has a first name. It's S-A-L-A-M-I. My Oscar Mayer salami has a second name. It's also S-A-L-A-M-I. Can we cut do we have to put that in there? If you put that in there, I quit. Put some cheese in there. Spuntlo. You might be asking, what is Spuntlo? Spuntlo is my acronym for the stacking order. That's salami, Swiss, ham, provolone, mortadella, tomato, lettuce, olive salad. And that's how you build a perfect muffaletta with Spuntlo. Muffalettas, typically they are just chock full of meats and cheeses and everything is weighed down. Why is this the longest, what? Have you ever seen Swiss cheese cut like this? I wanna challenge someone to an honor duel. So we're gonna stack Swiss cheese in the middle there. The key here for me is that you're gonna like alternate the stacking of cheeses and some say eat like an animal, but that's not true. I eat like a goblin. Anyways, we're gonna take some ham. I was gonna lie and say it was gabagool just so I could say gabagool a lot. It's not, it's ham. We're just gonna layer that on there. Now we got provolone cheese, gonna layer this. So the goal, I don't know if I mentioned this, we're gonna take this, the keto muffaletta is the weight. We're gonna weigh this all down, press it, kind of give it a couple palm heel strikes. Whoa, if you want a low carb muffaletta, you just eat this like a taco. Then we're gonna take a couple slices of that mortadella. Yeah, oh. Baby. We pop that there, and now we gotta get some lettuce and tomato on there. That's not typical in a muffaletta. They just go with the olive salad, but I like it. I like when you get a little bit of that lettuce juice. Tomato. Tomato comes before lettuce. It's not important, but I have the acronym SPUMSLO, so I'm gonna use the acronym SPUMSLO. Honestly, the best part about a muffaletta is when it all just sort of like comes together and you're getting like the juiciness with all the meats. Everything's just sort of like coalescing inside, becoming nice, happy friends. It's like when friends are trapped inside of a cabin, you know, like that's when you're gonna do the most bonding. Y'all ever been trapped in a cabin? Learn a lot. All right, so lettuce, Just arrange that, make it nice, and then we got the spamplo. This is olive salad. So this is basically olives in jardiniere. You can use anything that's pickled. You can use anything briny. You can throw some capers in there, throw some pickles in there. This is a bunch of olives chopped up with jardiniere, which is celery, onion, cauliflower, carrot. And we're just gonna spread that around with your hands. Olive salad is really what's gonna bring this all to life. Like that, what is that, an Evanescence song? We were listening to a lot of Evanescence in the kitchen yesterday. God, do they hold up with time. I can't wait till I can show my grandparents, what? I played dubstep for my 99-year-old grandma in the car, and she was like, oh, it's a horrible trash. I was like, you don't get good music, Granny. It sounds like the end of the world. Now we got the muffaletta created, and we're just gonna give it a nice little cap right there. Muffaletta bread is a Sicilian round sesame loaf, and it actually looks a fair amount like this, so you literally might as well use the DiGiorno pizzas. Like I said, you gotta weigh it down, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take another little round thing on it. You're gonna give it one good palm heel strike, and then you gotta put some weights on it and put it in the fridge. So what you're gonna wanna do, this is the official recipe, you're gonna take 1 gallon of milk, and then you're gonna take like a half gallon of chocolate milk, weigh it down on the other side, and you're gonna pop this in the fridge overnight, let it rest, and then tomorrow you can take it to a picnic! Who doesn't want a picnic? All right, our muffaletta has been muffed, and it has been fully leaded. You don't want a half-leaded muffaletta. So we're gonna take it out. You're gonna take this and we're gonna oh, she's heavy. We're gonna slap it onto a board, and now you can start slicing and start feasting. Yeah, my grandma was showing me her music. She's like, this is Lawrence Welk from 1929. And I was like, yeah, Granny, well, this is Datsick from Coachella 2017. She's like, oh, it sounds like robots are fighting in the sky. Like, they're called airplanes, Grandma. They're a new invention. Get with the times. Okay, so we're just gonna cut a nice big old wedge out of this. That is exactly what you want. If you look, all of that weight has just congealed all of those meats. It has pushed all the meats and cheeses together to create one solid brick in there. This is just a dense flavor bomb in your mouth. Mmm. You know the way that like elite rock climbers, they pack the lightest food possible so they have the most nutrition up there on the wall? That's what I do. If I was climbing Half Dome, I'd pack one of these in my backpack and I'd eat it over the course of 6 days. Tune in next week, Josh climbs Half Dome. Why do I always have so many wounds on my hands? Do a lot of hand woundy things. That makes sense, Everyone's like, oh, Josh touches hot things and he ends up, unscathed. And I'm like, I'm plenty scathed, I just hide it. It's not like a greater metaphor for him. Hey, welcome back to the show. I mentioned earlier that DiGiorno Rising Crust Pizza is probably the best frozen pizza in the game. However, it is not the best frozen pizza in the game to make a frozen pizza lasagna. You gotta go Red Baron for that one. Did cheese fall on me? Is it raining cheese? Anyways, you want a flatter pizza. That's what Red Baron's gonna get you. Also, there's no such thing as a bad frozen pizza. Even if you go to like the worst of the worst frozen pizzas, they're still pretty fantastic when you soak them in ranch, so that's the ultimate frozen pizza hack. What we're gonna do is we're gonna trim these up, and then we're gonna get them fitted into our lasagna pan. You can kinda see. You can see all the wheels have been set in motion here for what's gonna happen, but watch it unfold through the magic of YouTube. All right, so we're just gonna trim this up. Give it a nice little trim. I meant to cut it evenly, but you know the old like measure twice, cut once? I'm a big like cut twice, measure nunce. That's my, that's my little ash right there. We got Annalise with that one. Thanks, Annalise. Now we're gonna start making the ricotta mixture. So we got some fresh whole milk ricotta. This is artisanally made. This is from a local farm down the street. It's like just from the grocery store, it's cheap stuff. And then we're gonna add a couple eggs of that. The eggs are just acting as like a binder here. You want like a little bit of protein. It's gonna sort of seize everything up because you're gonna get a fair amount of weepage from your frozen pizzas in here. Frozen pizza weepage. My grandfather died from that. No, I'm kidding, it was just heart disease. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and whisk together this ricotta, get that nice and eggy, and then we're gonna take some Parmesan cheese. You're gonna just pop in a hockey puck of it right there. That's basically adding your salt, because anytime you're using ricotta in a recipe, you gotta add something salty in there, because it's like essentially really sweet, which also makes it great for desserts, huh? And then we're gonna add some green flakies. Don't know what they're called. You don't need to know what they're called. Pick 2 green flakies from your pantry and pop them in there. All of them are good. They all kind of taste the same when you put them in between 3 frozen pizzas. And if you thought green flakies are useless, you might think that bay leaves are useless, but me and Nicole are here to tell you that they either are or aren't. Check out the podcast. Newest episode just dropped, out wherever you get your podcasts. All right, you're gonna spread a little bit of sauce on the bottom of your lasagna. I'm a big fan of bottoming my lasagnas here. So we just take that, spread it around, and then we're gonna take one of those pizzas and we're gonna fit it in there. And if you see, it doesn't exactly quite line up. So we're gonna take some extra pizzas and we're gonna patchwork it in there. Yeah, that's great. So now we're gonna take some of that ricotta. We're gonna do nice little dollops of this around here, reserving. We're going a nice 3-layer lasagna. As also heard in the podcast, a lasagna does not become a lasagna until there are 3 layers, but it can extend infinitely while still being a single lasagna. If you stack one lasagna on top of another lasagna, it is indeed one infinite lasagna. It's called the lasagna paradox. So, it's like the Fermi paradox. You know about the Fermi paradox? The fact that like intelligent life has to exist outside of Earth, but also the fact that it never has a chance to reach us because civilizations destroy each other before they ever actually get interstellar travel. No? That's a big no on the Fermi paradox from everybody? That's fine. We don't have to talk. You guys can just sit in there and watch me cook. I'm trying to bond. Stack another frozen pizza. Should I alternate it? Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Kind of give it a nice little crush. Kind of break up your little crazy bread breadsticks. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of mozzarella, just a little bit to kind of hold it together if there wasn't enough pizza already in the cheese. And the great thing about this is you're taking, you know, a frozen staple and you're elevating it so that anyone that eats this goes, wow, did you make a full lasagna from scratch? Also, why does that taste like Red Baron frozen pizzas? And you go, wow, I sure did, thank you. Pop that on. There you go. Right. There we go. It's like that scene in Bloodsport. You know, the best one. There we go, there we go. Yeah, I love what's happening here. Now we're gonna take the rest of the sauce and just cover it in. Remember, when you're making a lasagna with pizzas, you already got all the sauce and cheese on the pizzas. So you're just adding a little bit of extra to kind of massage it. You're essentially turning this into like a giant pizza bread pudding casserole. All right, now we're gonna put some extra mozzarella on there. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna cover it with some tin foil because as you see, the pizzas are still frozen. So we're just gonna top this with tin foil. That's gonna get everything up to temp, and then we're going to pull it out, top it with more mozzarella cheese, and broil it. A lot of people don't know this, but for the last 8 years, I've been training with the Hungarian national team to be an Olympic-style handball goalie. Check this out. Saved! So, we got this out. This is looking great. I'm out of breath from kicking my hands. We got this out. It's looking pretty great. We could pull it right now, but I'm gonna shingle some more cheese on there. I love getting those little crispy bits of lasagna towards the end. So we're just gonna try and broil some more mozzarella on top. We're gonna pop it under the broiler for another couple minutes, get it, and then we can pull it and slice it and eat it and have a good time with our friends. All right, lasagna's done brawling. Let's take it out of the oven. Oh, she's a beauty. This is looking incredible. Scorpion kick! I'm feeling a little like Natalie Imbruglia right now. I don't know if I should let it rest or cut into it. Torn, I'm feeling torn by Natalie Imbruglia. I said I'd do it and I did it. Boom, Natalie Imbruglia reference. All right, we're gonna cut into this, but first, Trevor, ranch me. Got it. Dude, Hungarian national team is gonna call any day, I can feel it. So, this lasagna, I want this corner piece. Yes, oh, honestly, it's really cool because it's gonna taste like a lasagna, but it's gonna have the texture of a bread pudding, or like a savory bread pudding, like a Spanish strata, beautiful brunch dish. Oh, Red Baron, I will be your Baroness tonight. And look at that. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Just take, oh my God, look at this. That is incredible. I mean, it looks exactly like a lasagna, except you can also kind of like see the crustage on the pizza. This is incredible. Hold up. I need to ranch it. There we go. This is beautiful. Oh, I forgot that most people don't put ranch on lasagna, but I do. Sorry about it. All right, dig in. Yeah. Uh-oh, this is gonna be hot. Drink the ranch. Maybe it's because I'm a gross goblin person, but I've had like the best lasagnas at the fanciest Italian restaurants in LA, including but not limited to the Olive Garden and Bacca di Bupo. I prefer this. This is really freaking good. But yet all that like burnt cheese on the top and then just sumptuous soaked pizzas. This is fantastic. But we got one final pizza hack coming up that's gonna make you go, wow, Natalie Imbruglia was a great artist. We can't talk about frozen pizza hacks without talking about Mama Celeste Lizio. Mama Celeste Lizio was supplying pizza parlors with pizzas back in the 1940s. She is the godmother of pizza, and it was only yesterday that I found out that these are not called Mama Celeste, they are only called Celeste. And people have just been putting the mama in front of it for years. And when I mean people, I mean literally only me. But please, for the love of God, comment that you also called this Mama Celeste, and you would make me feel a lot better about myself, because I felt like I was going crazy, and nothing about me or my antics indicate that I would be crazy. Stop yelling at me. Sorry. What we're doing right now, we're making waffle pizza nachos. This does sound like something that Denny's would put on the late night menu, but it also sounds like something that I'd eat late at night. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut open a frozen Mama Celeste pizza. And the great thing about this hack is you don't even need to warm up the pizza before you just shove it in a waffle iron. What you do need to do though, we found out if you just put a frozen Mama Celeste pizza in a waffle iron, it will destroy your waffle iron. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 sheets of parchment paper, we're gonna put one on the bottom, and then we're gonna pop that pizza in there. We're gonna put one on top of it, and then we're just gonna do a little, and just kind of crush it down. Then that is slowly gonna cook over time. What we're also gonna do is we're gonna make a little bit of pizza queso. We got this pan that's screaming hot. It shouldn't be, but it is, and so we're gonna work with it. We got some heavy cream here. I'm gonna try and pour in the heavy cream and dump in the American cheese at one time and then stir vigorously. Oh God, oh no, go, oh geez, now it's working, everything's going as it should. And pour that cream in there, don't scorch it, great, and now we're doing it. So we're adding American cheese in there, that's gonna start cooking with the heavy cream. We're just gonna dump in a whole bunch of mozzarella, it's gonna make it nice and stringy. And then we're gonna add in a couple seasoning things. We got a little bit of garlic, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, a little bit of chili powder for a little bit of spice. And so this is gonna be the sauce that sauces up our nachos. Get it nice and cooked, we're gonna get that reducing. We're gonna check on our waffle. We're gonna crush that down. If you have a weight, put that on top of waffle. Trevor, give me a gallon of milk. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna milk that waffle. We're gonna put that there. It is gonna slowly start heating your milk from the bottom up. But then if you add a little bit of cocoa powder, you can just make hot chocolate right on top of the waffle maker. Boom! Lunch and dessert. All right, I think it's done. There we go. All right, now we're getting some nice crispiness on that waffle. We're gonna take this waffle out, we're gonna cut it up, and then I'm gonna pop it in the oven with some queso. We got our pizzas that we crisped up in the oven. We took them out of the waffle maker, we popped them in an oven, just gotta let them go until they're nice and crispy. Now I'm gonna hack them up into nacho shapes. Yeah, that's what you want. And then we're gonna take that, cut them into kind of thirds. Yeah, big old pizza chips. People are like, Josh laughs himself too much. I'm like, no, I'm laughing at the food, man. This is hilarious to me. All right, got them into six. Yeah. There we go, now we're gonna take these, we're gonna arrange them around. A lot of people have asked me for my skincare routine. They say I just rub Mama Celeste on my face. No, I was gonna say people ask me about my nacho stacking strategy. Rustic, chaos, that's what I go for. I like to have some bear chips on the bottom. I like to just kind of mound it like a funeral pyre. And then, you know, funeral pyres, things that are common these days. And now I'm gonna take some of that queso, and I'm just gonna drizzle this all on top. That's what I'm talking about. We got one little celebrity guest appearance from Sergeant Pepperoni and his lonely Parm Club band. Never really got there. Well, anyways, we're gonna put some pepperonis on it. Pepperonis, of course, are little coins of sort of blended meats, you know, not to be confused with pepperoni, which are for dogs. I found that one out the hard way. I fought a dog in a back alley for one. You'd be surprised how much baring your teeth really works against both humans and dogs. If anyone ever, like, you know, bumps into me at a bar, I just go, hey, and then no one else messes with you after that. All right, more pepperoni. We're gonna pop this in the broiler. We're gonna get this pepperoni crisp. We're gonna get a little color on that queso. And then, I don't know, we'll figure it out. All right, so the pepperonis are crisped up. We got a little bit of color on that queso. I'm gonna pull the pizza notches. Oh yeah. That's what we're looking for. All right, fantastic. Now we gotta dress the nachos. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take, you know, some simple, this is a shaky Parmesan cheese from the little green container. I'm gonna pop some of that on there. You can take a little bit of green flakies. I don't know what this is, but I bought it in a bag at a park for $5. Stupid. It's oregano, you idiots. We're gonna put a little bit of oregano on there. And just a little bit of chili flake, you know, some spices. And we're gonna pop some little pickled pepperoncinis on there. Get a nice little, there we go. Find the spaces. Make it nice for the thumbnail. Right there. And one right there. And you do one right there. That's it. Now the thing you do is you're just gonna flood this whole thing with ranch. The way that you flood a rice patty to farm it, we're just gonna drizzle ranch all around it until the pizza level physically rises from the buoyancy of the ranch dressing. Are you really gonna do that? Why would I lie? You know, no. We're gonna go no ranch. I'm gonna eat this plain as the chef has intended. I'm gonna grab one of these chos. I'm gonna wipe it in that queso. Get a little bit of that. Oh, that is gooey and crispy. Oh, that's hot. One could argue that all we did was mess with the pizza and then turn it back into another pizza. But I wouldn't, because no, it's honestly, it's an entirely different dimension when you get the queso on there. Like, it eats like a nacho platter. It's absolutely delicious. The liquid queso on there, it's fantastic, and it's crunchy. Mama Celeste, I hope that we have honored your legacy by putting your life's work into a waffle maker, chopping it up, putting queso and pepperonis on it. There you have it. There are our 3 easy frozen pizza hacks. If you use those pizza hacks at home, please tag us at Mythical Kitchen under hashtag Dreams Become Food, just like Brian did. Brian's from Ottawa, Canada, and Brian has been making the French onion ramen ever since that episode came out a long, long time ago. He said he uses the spiciest ramen packet with the spiciest cheese he can find. I love that. I love when people adapt recipes. Brian, you keep doing you, friend. Please do the same as Brian. Start tagging your pictures out there, and thank you so much for stopping by the Mythical Kitchen. We got new episodes for you every week. I'm heavy breathing from all the pizzas. We got new episodes of our podcast every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcasts. Keep hitting us up on Instagram. We'll see y'all next time. The Mythical Trucker hat is literally the only hat I wear, and I swear to you I'm not saying that because this is an ad, so go get yours at mythical.com.